just so you know, I am going to be recording this call, and we're talking about how to take care of your database so that you can actually turn those people that you've been collecting leads from and turn them into business. And let me just jump over very quickly and see if I can show you something here. Yeah, this is the gist of it right here. All right, this is an email that we send you every time a status changes on your listing. You'll notice that I have an open house. Now, this is my logo, not your logo. That'll be your logo. Instant update. I've got an open house from 1 to 4 on Sunday. To find out about it, you can text here. You can click that link there. You can click that photo there. Either one of these is going to take us to a listing landing page, which captures leads for you. Thanks, Elena. And why? Let me pop some out here. I can't quite see your questions. Okay, yeah. So let's see and so that's the nature of what we're talking about. Is these right here on the top? It's a way to capture buyer leads, right? Right here at the bottom, right underneath it, it says when this is sold, it will affect your home's value, right? I have an open house this weekend, 1 to 4, click to get info, or when it's sold, it will affect your home value, all right? And that's why these little tools are so effective at capturing not just buyer leads, but listing leads. Also at the bottom of every one of these is what we call an email signature, right? And as you can see here, there are a lot of links here. And so get your free home value here, get your free home value here, your reviews are here. I've got Berkeley, Claremont homes for sale, Oakland homes. These can be controlled in your own account. And these are very important because these are default links and they show up on your listings. And what we're looking at here is one tool, right? It's talking about an open house. It also is going to help listing leads, and then there's also just a bunch of leads that a bunch of links that you control right here. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you where this is, how you get the latest version, and how to control these links. Well, first I'm going to show you how to blast this off, right? And we'll kind of talk about that, and then how to control these links, because actually this is one of those things that's really, it's not buried, it's just not many people understand what it is and how it can be so valuable to them. So I'm going to close this and I'm going to go over to my listings page, right? So you know this, we've got listings and we have landing pages. And the point of this right now is to say, in my listings, we have a number of statuses that we can take control of, right? And those are statuses like coming soon, open house, just listed, active, pending, and sold. And one thing I want to point out is when a property goes from active, you see here I can change it from active to pending or active contingent. When it goes from just listed, or when it goes into pending or just sold or under contract, our call to actions are designed to get more listings, okay? When something is coming soon, open house, active, or just listed, our call to actions are designed to capture buyer leads right off the bat, okay? So there are a lot of tools under the checklist. You'll see here I've got a home with a little green icon on it. That means it's an open house. So I'm going to go here and click on the task list on the right. And there are a number of things that we can do to market this home. If you were on our call yesterday, you will probably remember that we went through all of these items yesterday. So today we're not going to go through all of them today. We are going to go through the one which is eFlyer for your database. And this is available for each listing at each status, and the messaging is different, right? So here's where we're looking at it. I showed it to you just a couple minutes ago, actually in the email. But now you can see here that, oh, okay, this is the letter. It's sitting inside the checklist for every one of my listing. It's called the eFlyer for your database. So you open it here, And you can edit it if you can edit here and then send it, and it'll be ready, or you can copy the code. But I just want to point out that if you were to click on, let's see if I can highlight this and just show you this tool here that you can click on in the email. Give me a second. Is a listing landing page, right? And the listing landing page, let's see here, it's a landing page that we create for you automatically, and it's designed to capture, well, in this case, single property website. It's designed to capture a lead, right? This is everything about the open house, and right here, this page here is going to pop up, and this is designed to capture the lead and send it right back to you. So that's, that's kind of part of that tool there, right? Also down here, there's the East Bay free home value, right? So if you click on the picture or you click on the link, they drive to the same place, which is one tool to capture buyer leads and another tool to capture listing leads. What is your home worth, right? So it's all in one tool, and really the key is to use this. And so we always tell our clients, at least use an e-flyer on your database once a week, right? Because if you have a CRM, and a lot of people here did say that they had a CRM, and you got to kind of get that. You have to. You definitely need one in your business, especially if you want to work with us, because we're going to capture leads, right? And when you capture leads, if they're going into your Gmail and you respond one time and hope for them to turn into business, well, God bless you, but that's just not how online internet marketing works. You do have to kind of drip on them. And the thing that a CRM will do is it will drip on it'll drip on your leads, and it'll be branded to you, and it'll kind of have some relevant information about real estate, right? It's about real estate. That's about it. It's not like there's a lot of hooks in it or calls to action. Usually the call to action is, here's my pretty picture and my phone number and email, and call me if you need help, right? But that doesn't really get your phone ringing too often. I don't know if you've noticed that. And so what we want to really convey here is, hey, those people are sitting in your database because at one point they clicked on something because they're interested in properties, right? They're interested in either buying or selling, and you want to continue to give them something that's going to sort of get them to stand up, right? Get them to reach out to you. This here is a great tool. It's like, there's an open house, click on it to find out, and you sort of start to see that, oh yeah, this person has responded 2 or 3 or 4 times. They're kind of getting to be a warmer lead, and that's going to be, beneficial for your business. So what do you do with this? How do you get this out into the market? Well, first of all, you do need a CRM. I use Wise Agent. Let's look to see if I have it here. So I actually have my Wise Agent opened up to just blast an email, right? I go up here, I click on email, I say email contacts, right? And then it brings me to this place, and I can type in a subject, open house, this weekend in Berkeley, right? And very simple. You can put hello, and it'll put the client's name in there. But right here is really where this is where you got to put the content in. And all of you should know that on your system, whatever your CRM is, it could be Top Producer, it could be LionDesk, it could be MailChimp and Constant Contact. You have a kind of an editor like this. And on mine, it says source. And on yours, it might say source, it might say HTML. It also might just have a little eyeball. Like, these are some of the things that web companies use. But you have to click that button, source, first, right? And I'm just gonna click it, and I don't know what you can see, but right here it says edit, right? It says right there, it says edit. When I click source, it says edit with these weird parentheses and stuff, and that's the HTML. And that's what you gotta copy from us. Now in our system, we look at it this way. We also have a source button. So if I click source button, I see this insanity here, right? I don't know what in the world that is, but it is HTML. And let's see if I can copy the whole thing. We should really get a button here that says, give me a second. Select all. There probably is a command that you can select all. I just don't know it off the top of my head. Let's see here. Give me a second. Yeah. So copy this. And actually, you know what? I'm a total knucklehead. Forgive me. You see this really fancy button up here that says copy code? If you hit that button, it copies all that code. Oh my God, it's been a while since I've done that, so forgive me. Then you go over here, you make sure that source is here so that you can see the HTML, and then I'm gonna back that out, and I'm gonna say paste. Doesn't look right to me. So let me refresh that page. I think I must need to leave edit there. Give me a second. Oh, great. Let's see, what? There we go. All right, so I'm gonna hit source, and I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna paste that in. Now, let's hit it again. That doesn't look right. Oh, it is right. So right here, I click source. So you paste in the code and you hit source again, and it's right here. So we could have backed out the edit, like I said earlier, because we don't need that in the email, because this is going to go out just like this, right? And it's got the links and the graphics that are going to drive people to the landing pages. It's got all these links that are going to drive to your various landing pages. And so if you want to put a little note up here, you can. If you want to edit the note down in here, you can as well. But then you just blast it off, right? You just send it. And that is how you send tools to your database. Are there any questions about that? Just so you know, I'm going to do that again. Yeah, you like that one? Yeah, I'm going to do that again. I missed the beginning. I was talking to a client. Is this being recorded? Yes, Brett, it's being recorded, and it's going to be in our mastermind group in a little while. And here somebody says, I had a question on how to link reviews from Zillow to L. I took notes, but I missed it. Okay, so that's a good question. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Can I copy code at the bottom? You can copy code at the bottom. Yeah, thanks, Ritesh. Yeah, thanks. And yeah, okay. So one of the questions that popped up just now was, how do I turn on Zillow reviews? And really what that's really reflecting is, how do I control these links here? You'll notice that one says get your free home value, Berkeley homes for sale, Claremont homes for sale, Lafayette, search all homes, and what is your, and then my reviews, okay? So these are like default links that pop up, but you certainly need to know how to control those. And let's talk about those right now. So what we've done, and just, I know some people are coming in late, what we've done is we've taken an e-flyer for the database and we blasted it out to my database, okay? And we really recommend you do that at least once a week. You can borrow listings and put them in your account and blast it out there. But I can tell you, we've had this tool for a long time, and we've had people just say, God, I finally found that tool, and I'm sitting on 2,000 leads that I bought for and earned all through the years, and they don't do anything. And I drop this in, and I've got 12 people who want to talk about buying or selling something, right? They were sitting there in their database, and they just, the drip campaign wasn't creating the action of getting those people to raise their hand, right? And I don't know what kind of companies you guys are all from, but I do know this because I've heard it so many times from realtors. Is like, some realtors have kind of some powerful websites. They can tell the first time when somebody hits the website, they can tell where that person came from. Maybe it was an ad somewhere. And they can see that people are looking for months on their website looking at homes. Maybe they're looking at 3.2s and they're in a certain price range. So they sort of get that. They can see it from the own analytics by the person, which is really a great kind of website to have, right? And then they see that person, boom, go off and sell or buy a home with another realtor. Why does that happen? because the drip campaign actually had no way for them to get to you. It was just informative. And some of those drip campaigns, they're downright stale the minute you turn them on. That's why you want to be using our e-flyers for your database. All right. And so before we send that out, before I show you how to do that one more time, I want to talk about let's answer those questions over there about how do I control that signature bar so that it means something to my business. Right now, I just clicked on the profile. And on the profile, there is something right here that says preferences. And preferences says show your Zillow reviews, okay? Now, I'm gonna turn this off. Actually, let me put this here. And paste it here. You won't need to do this, but because I'm working and showing you guys something, I want to make sure that I don't lose that. So I'm going to turn this off so that you see what the difference is. All right. And if I go to my lead gen signature, notice it's got my favorite lead gen links. It says here Lafayette Homes for Sale. That's where I do the bulk of my business. Okay. And so I want that to point to my website and ideally show listings in that area, right? And that's how you want these things to sort of speak to you. What is your homework, right? So every time, and so that's a lead gen signature that is it's built for your email, right? You can actually copy it, embed it in Gmail, you can copy it, embed it in AOL or whatever you use, Microsoft, things like that, right? And this as itself is really awesome because I get a lot of emails from a lot of realtors, and they really come up with some awesome, super shiny luxury signatures in there, right? Keller Williams has this really cool kind of luxury, glossy thing, and there's your phone number right in it, and I can't click on the phone number because it's one big image. Do you guys want to guess how many people you're emailing in your daily work, and how many of those people are looking at your emails in their phone, and there's your phone number and they want to talk to you and they can't click it because it's a big glossy picture? It's a lot of people. I get people asking me questions like, hey, I need your help, can you call me? And oh, there's your phone number, click, can't go anywhere because it's just this big JPEG that will not work. Whereas if you had a phone number that you could just click on and dial and boom, there you go. It's a smartphone. It's designed to do that, but you can't do it in a lot of those slick looking things. Whereas all of these links and that phone number, you can click on it, right? You just click on it right there and bam, I'm off. I'm looking at something that you want me to look at. So how do we control that? Well, first of all, I showed you on the profile that we can have our Zillow reviews, right? So you click that there, and there you go. How do you build a link? That's the next question, right? So first of all, we just turned on Zillow reviews. So if I go back to my lead gen signature, let's just go confirm. There are my reviews, right? Now, if I click on that, well, that's got all of my Zillow reviews, and it's got all of my listings that are in my account on the right, and it's got my favorite lead gen links over here. So we're going to talk about how we control those links. It's also got, if we click here, the internet's, I think, a little bit bogged down because everybody's working from home these days. Can we use Real Satisfied, Len? No, you can't. But what you can do, if you've got other reviews, there are some manual ways of working with it. I would email support to ask, how can I get these reviews into my review page? And there's a way they work on a tab. But the point of this is that the reviews are here and your listings are right here, okay? And your favorite lead gen links are here. These, as I mentioned earlier, are on your signature. They're on this page, and they'll also be on your flyers. That's the whole purpose of us talking right today. So let's go over here to the lead links, and this is where we control those links, right? Now, an easy way, an easy thing to think of is, here's a link here, and it's not my website, but it is, it's a link to your search page, essentially. That's the point here, right? And what I want to do is I want to copy that search page, and right here, when we go to lead links, I can say, put it here and say Alamo homes for sale, right? And the reason I might do this is that I want more business in Alamo, right? I could also, because I do a lot of work in Lafayette, Alamo's right next door. So if you're looking at homes in Lafayette, you probably would be interested to see homes in search all homes. So sorry if I missed this. If I use the email signature from my laptop, is there a way to add it to my phone? Yes, there is a way to, oh, is there a way to add that to your phone? I think you're getting a little bit confused with what I was saying. Is there a way to add it to your phone signature? No, I don't think there is. I don't think you can add this kind of signature to any. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you like, for me, it's on Gmail. So anytime I open Gmail on my laptop or my phone, it's there. You know what I mean? So every email I have off my phone, I use Gmail. My signature is on there.
Okay. Okay. So then so you're setting it up in Gmail, so you're doing it that way. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So Brett, so it should work on your phone. But you know, get with support if you need to. We can check that out and provide maybe a little bit more help if you need.
Yeah. So here, just to finish this sort of lead links story, I've created one for Alamo, and I'm just going to check, now that I can't find it, I'm going to check Release Valley, which is actually a little neighborhood in Lafayette. And now that I've checked that, that makes it a default lead link. If we go over here to my client review page, which is what we were looking at a few minutes ago, you'll see that I've got a Release Valley home link right here now, right? So that link is now a default for all of my tools. It's also going to be back on that e-flyer that we started the call with. So let's go look at that. Remember, I've got that open house here, and we click here, and we go down to the e-flyer for your database. And when we scroll down, my signature now has, oh, you know what? This is good. This is good to know. Sometimes when you make changes to your lead links, you actually need to go to edit, and at the bottom, sync with your account link. So if you made change to your account links, this reaches out and says, oh, make sure we have the right links, right? So we save that here. We go back to tasks. We go back to the e-flyer for your database. And then when we go to the bottom and we go look at that signature, they're going to be related to what we just created, right? There's my reviews, there's my Release Valley link, and all my other links. I will say this, price points like this, people click on pretty fast, because while people are looking for homes in Lafayette, they have their budget, right? And so if you want people to, if you know where homes are flying off the shelves in your market, that's a good number to put there to get people to click on. And so that's how we control it. That's how we fix that. What I want to show you now, even though we showed it, we started the call with this earlier, let's just go over there and look at Wise Agent one more time. And like I said, you all have this in your CRMs, right? So let's see here. Well, let's go home. Let's go home and see if I can restart this. Whether it's Line Desk, whether it's Top Producer, whatever it is, you're going to have some sort of way to blast your email. And if you click on email contacts, it'll take you to that place. And that's where we want to go. So again, we're talking about my open house. And I'm going to say in the subject, open house this weekend in Berkeley, right? So if these people are in my area, they're going to be interested in that, right? Especially if they're looking at homes in Berkeley. This is where the editor is, and this is where you can hand type anything you want, right? But we don't want to hand type anything. We want to click source here. And like I said before, that button may not, depending on the CRM that you're using, it might say HTML. It might have an eyeball that says view. But in this case, and now I'm going to be a little bit better than this, we can go back here to the C file for your database, copy the code here, wipe out edit up here because we don't need it, and paste this, and then click source. And now it shows us in that graphical format. I want to remind you, that's my logo. That's not yours. Your logo is going to be there, right? And the information of the open house is there, and the links, and the photograph can be clicked on and drive you to the same landing page, right? That the link will. Again, what is your home is that's going to affect your home value. So go get your free home value. And then here is my lead gen signature that we just sort of went through. So that's how you control that, right? That's how you do it, and that's how you blast it. Once you're ready, boom, you hit send, and it goes out, right? What I do, so any questions on that process there of how we did that? Is Exact CRM linked to your system? Oh, yeah, you got that. Okay, you got that, Scott. Okay. So what I will say is this. Typically, when we are talking to you or clients, we really ask that you use a flyer like that once a week on your database, right? Minimally once a week. You might actually have a lot of listings, and if you do, well, you can certainly use it more often. But we definitely have a lot of feedback from our clients saying that, hey, I've got, I've had thousands of leads not doing anything, and I drop these in, and they start, clicking links and raising their hands, and we're having conversations with those leads that I've had for years. Now, I also want to remind you, you want to take advantage of these things when they're active, when they're open house, when they are pending, when they are under contract or sold, right? The call to actions are different. The language is different on these emails, and they're designed to capture leads for you throughout the process. This is a really great tool. You should by all means have a CRM if you're working with us. And this is one of the top tools to get those people, to keep them engaged with you. That's kind of my story. Scott, do you have more that you wanted to say about this?
Do I have more that I want to say about this as far as sending that tool, those tools to your database? No, but the only thing I'll say is they work absolutely brilliantly. So, make sure you got the listing alert set up for all your buyer and seller leads off your IDX or MLSs like you normally would. And then using this tool once a week is the formatting is designed to be sent once a week so that you're not, throwing stuff to your database that's going to kill them into trying to spend too much time looking at it. But we have people that are generating double-digit buyer and seller, like strong buyer and seller leads out of the database from leads they haven't talked to in months, years, or ever at all. All right. So just use this tool, use it once a week. I have a reminder in my Wise Agent account, and I just pull it out of listings to leads, send it to my database, takes about a minute and a half, and you're going to get people replying back to you, clicking a link, sending a text, right? You'll get leads all different ways, buyers and seller leads. So yeah, I would just say, just make sure you use it because it's free, right? There's no cost to it. So especially right now, I would get hot on this and make sure that you're doing it once a week because it's the easy, free way to get some high quality buyer and seller leads out of your database.
And then there's another great tool here. And while Scott was talking, I just sort of clicked over. So I'm gonna show you where I went. And this is something that, again, it's for your database, it's for email, but it's in the landing page section. So you can have multiple landing pages, well, unlimited landing pages, and there are different styles that you can create, right? Property Valuation Plus is our #1 landing page for home values. You can create custom landing pages, empty nester landing pages, all kinds of stuff. But I'm just going to point out that I have a landing page for Pleasant Hill, right? It's one of my neighboring areas. It's a farm area that I want to target, and this is great for capturing listing leads, right? You might want to take this and go run that, right? But if you go over here to edit the pencil on the right, it's going to take you to this place where you can change the background picture and you can make some changes. But under advanced options, it also says e-flyers. And this is a really great report, whether you have listings or don't, it doesn't even matter. You can just have a home valuation landing page. And I can't remember, we used to call it like a home sold report. But it's buried back here. And it's basically, it's got a little bit of language, and all you got to do is get a few stats, right? We're talking about Pleasant Hill. So go find out from your MLS or from your local real estate news, what happened last month? What happened in February in Pleasant Hill? And just type that in and just say, hey, you know what? 50 homes sold last month, and the high was here, and maybe a few other stats. And then just let it go. All of this is pre-written for you, right? And basically it's giving that message. This has affected your home value. If the consumer clicks on that link or that graphic, it's going to take them to that landing page for you to get home values, right? If they go down a little bit further, they can see all the homes that are for sale. That's it's the agent listing website. And if you have your Zillow reviews turned on, there's this graphic that they can click on, and I showed you that earlier. The Zillow reviews looks like that. And basically, I'm lost. If you go down, there's your signature as well. So this little one e-flyer is awesome for lead capture. You probably want to get this out once a month too, right? And all of our tools, all of our landing pages do have that kind of feature. So there's just some great, if you're an agent that's got a whole lot of leads and they're just not picking up the phone and calling you, it's a good time to start leveraging these tools that we have available for you.
Hey, Vince, let me know when you're done, and I'll actually review some of the stuff that I just went over on the other webinar with Shannon Pyatt and Cheyenne Lake. But finish up your content here, and I'll share some of the stuff I reviewed with them as well, if you like.
That's it. You want me to hand the controls over to you? Can you take that?
Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure I am good to go.
Okay.
And yeah, I just had a really good call with a bunch of people in their groups. And yeah, go ahead and turn that up. Can you flip it over to me and I'll accept?
Give me a second. Let's see.
Oh, there we go. All right. And
you got it? Scott? Bro. Scott, I can't hear you. Hold on. Scott, can you hear me? And in the audience, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Yeah, you can hear me. Thanks, guys. All right. Can anybody hear Scott? Nope. Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah. Well, I can tell you what Scott's talking about. He's talking about people running ads, and gosh, he's actually showing. So we have our managed services team. What he's showing you is actually, I don't know why, but there's in social media right now, the traffic is up, and because people are home, and the cost per lead is dropping. Right, you're seeing here 50 cents for buyer leads. And so what he's showing is these are some of the ads that our managed services team is running, and we're just getting great results. I'm sorry, it's kind of a third-party play-by-play here. He's embedded video, and so he's showing you how to do that. I'm gonna send a message to Scott and see if I can get him to tweak that. Yeah, so there is a way to do your video here. Let's see here. Yeah, that's really, sorry guys. Let's see what else he's going to show us. This is the task list for your listings. Yeah, this is the YouTube video. So when you get the YouTube, when we do it, you may not know this, but we actually create a virtual tour for you on every listing, and we upload it to YouTube. And if you go there to that area on the first 10 days, we store it and you can download it. And that's how what Scott was just showing you is that video ad on Facebook. You can upload that video up there. So some of you pay professional photographers, right? And they might do a really awesome video. But if not, this is a pan and zoom that we have stitched together. And you may know that people really like to look at video on ads, right? Facebook knows it. And actually, Facebook makes your ads cheaper if you use video. So let me explain what that is. You have, when you put an ad on Facebook and you put $20 on it, they charge you, I don't know, 50 cents a click or 70 cents a click or $1 a click. Whatever they're charging you, they will charge you less per click if you use video, because they want to promote video on their platform and they're giving you an incentive. That video that you're looking at that Scott is clicking through is we created that automatically for every listing that our client puts in here. And we give you the ability to download it and then go up and then upload that video to Facebook, get a better price per click. Let's see here. If we click the generate video button, and do we still need to download it to last more than 10 days? No, so these are two different things here. So there's some questions here. What tool? I don't know what tool we use to stitch it with, Lisa. How do we put text and need to sell at the bottom? That the text up top, your handwriting. The video that we get, you have to download it, Kathleen. You have to download it from our system if you don't have your own video. All right. And I thought Facebook didn't like having YouTube videos on their platform. I've never heard that. Never heard that before. Okay, what's he talking about? Freddie Mac, 12 bar, not quite sure where he's going. Oh, I'll tell you what this is. You see that get home value button he's looking at right up on top? Where's the L to L created? It's at the bottom of the checklist. This is actually a really cool tool that Scott, so I'm moving fast. I'll come back and answer your questions. What he's showing you is an article that's important on MarketWatch. It has to do with mortgage rates. And you might see an article like this and say, hey, I want to give that to people. Well, this is called a home value header. You see that thing up there? It says, get my free home value. It says Pierce team. That is inside. So notice this pop-up. It's designed to get you listing leads. So if you're sharing news on the market right now about what's going on in real estate, and then anytime, if you see a relevant article that you want to put out, take that article, put it inside listings to leads. Well, hopefully, Scott, I don't know if he's going to show us where to do that. If he does, I'll tell you where it is. It's on the advanced options. So he's copying the link. I think he's going to take us there right now. He's copied the hyperlink for this web page. He's going to go over to landing pages. And as I mentioned earlier, we have landing pages for all kinds of topics, right? But here he's finding a home value landing page. Give him a second. For Granite Bay, and obviously you can create your own landing pages. Click advanced. There's a home value header. Oh wait, what's he doing with the e-flyers? Home value header. Yeah, that's what it is. And watch how he creates this. Add home value letter. Source URL, so you're pasting in the article that you think is important, and you click fetch, and it puts in the title. You can edit this if you want, and then you give it a little suffix, right? It's basically local info for you.com. You might want to say delayed mortgage payments, right? Whatever you want to say about that. This becomes part of the URL. So if people click on it, that's what they're going to see and save. And right there is the thing that he just created.
and he's clicking on it to show you what it looks like. So right up front, when you click on it, it says, hey, what's your home worth? Then that goes away. And then there is that header banner up on top, and that's ready. And there, the green button, he's showing you how to share it. So you can actually, you can easily share it this way. There are other buttons that'll help you share it right there. That's a really smart way. I mean, I see realtors want to share things on social media, right? You want to say, hey, I'm a realtor. I found something interesting. Let's share it. Maybe it's an article or something like that. Wrap it up in a home valuation header. That is the point, right? And he's saying, hey, if you want to paste it, you want to put a photo, this is the way to do it. And let me know, guys, if you have questions about this section here. Yeah, add engaging text. Yeah, that makes sense. But Cheryl, actually, I see YouTube videos on Facebook all the time. I don't think that's a problem. Yeah, how do you like that, Brett? Yeah, fortunately, we both go through this. Okay, so where's he going now? He's going, oh, so he's showing you what the ad looks like, right? And this is great. I mean, I'll tell you, there's that boost button, that blue button underneath the photo. When you get something good like this that you want to get people to see, don't just put it on your business page. Throw 20 bucks on it and boost it. He's clicking on it to show you what it looks like. I'll tell you this, you may not know this, only 6% of people who follow your business page will see what you put on your business page. If you have 100 people and you put an article like this on your business page, maximum 6 people will see it. That's because Facebook is not in the business of giving you a place to share stuff on their business page. They want you to give them money and they want you to boost it. And if you boost something like that, that article that he just showed you, you will get thousands of people seeing it. They'll see your brand that you boosted it. Now let's see, where's he going here? He's going to first-time home buyer. So he's showing, I guess he was on another call with some folks this morning, right? And so we've got a down payer assistance header. So similar to get your home value, we've got one for down payer assistance, and he's already got one created. See if you qualify for down payer assistance, right? There's a lot of there's a lot going on right now about what's going on with trying to buy homes. We know things kind of feel on the skids. Obviously, they're going to move up, and there might be plans, there might be programs in your area to help, right? To help first-time home buyers. Maybe talk to your lending partner and say, hey, you know what? We have this way of kind of getting things out and get stuff out there. But this is one of our landing pages. You can create one of these landing pages for all of your markets, right? And just get the word out there. Again, if you're going to create this, and get this out, I would definitely want to be running an ad for a few bucks to have a few thousand people see it, right? Unfortunately, I don't know what in the world Scott is talking about right now, but let's hang tight for a minute. And guys, let me know if you have any questions. And when you talk about anything that you do have questions, I'm going to see where he is now. And it looks like he's stopping and asking me if he's probably asking me now. Will the links take you to a specific city or area you specified in the name, or just to the generic landing page? So you might be talking, Dwayne, about the lead gen signature. When you can create those links, yeah, you can create those links. If your website allows us to take you directly to a unique page, then we can. Yeah, Lisa, watch the tutorials. We do a lot, guys. I mean, I don't know how you found out about us. Maybe it was your coach, maybe it was your office, maybe it was a colleague. But sometimes it's people hear about one tool. Oh, I have a new listing and I want to market my listing. How do I do, I hear you guys are great. Some people hear about, and some people hear about a tool. Oh, the home valuation landing page from listings to leads is so great. Yeah, community influencer. Yeah, that's right, Lisa. Yeah. So I don't know what you've heard, but once you get in, you realize, holy moly, these guys do a whole heck of a lot. And unfortunately, we're talking about multiple platforms, multiple websites, right? I am going to answer the question about managed services. Give me 1 second. But I just want to finish this. We do so many things that you can't just flick one switch and have it turn it all on. I will tell you this, and Scott isn't going there. He probably won't. And he's probably going to hang up the call. First, let me answer this question. We have managed services. We have ad specialists that run ads for our clients. We start at $200 a month. We'll run up to 2 ads a week for you. We'll run them through your business pages. You need a CRM. And usually you'll need a budget for Facebook, which is like $200, right? We ask for a 3-month commitment. If you're somebody with a lot of listings, like 3, 4, 5, 10, we have a bigger plan, which is $400 a month. We can run up to 5 ads a week for you. And you'll probably need a bigger Facebook budget, right? And I will tell you, and so again, 3-month commitment. I'll tell you this, Scott showed you right when he jumped on, he went and showed you some of the ads that our ad services people are doing, and our cost per click is coming down. And so to understand, the 200 is to have an assistant assigned to you. You're going to need another 200 for the ad budget, the pay-per-click budget. Okay, Cheryl? There are other companies who, like, they'll run ads for you for home values, and they'll say, we're going to run ads for you. We're going to charge you $700 or 600 or whatever, but we're going to give you 20 leads a month, or 15 or 10, or just these insane numbers. And what Scott showed you is that we don't throttle the leads. We create the ads, we put our tools behind them that capture the leads. You might get 20 leads, you might get 50 leads. We're going to do our best. And I can tell you, we review these ads. Our ad specialist actually sends us emails saying, hey, here are the ads I ran for our clients. Here's the money that we spent. Here are the results we have. And if we see one thing is happening better, and we actually have them running ads on our behalf that we kind of call testing ads, to make sure, is there a way to do an ad now that is better? If you know anything about running ads, I can tell you this, you can learn it in our mastermind group. Facebook throws up roadblocks every 48 hours. I see people trying to run ads, or our clients trying to run ads, and they struggle with it. It's a real pain in the rear. I think because our guys do it all day, they have it down. They know what's going on. So yeah, the smaller group is 200 a month for 2 ads a week. You're going to need a budget. I'm going to recommend 200. If you're running 2 ads a week and that you're spending 200 a month to pay for those ads, yeah. If you want that, you want to find out more about that, email me. I'm Vince@listingstoleads.com. All right. I'm going to put that in the chat panel right now, Vince@listingstoleads.com. And let's see where Scott is going now. I'm sending this to all of you. Yeah, and so Scott's saying, like, honestly, 57 cents a lead is insane. The reach is over 3,000 people, and that was as of today, yesterday. So this is real time what's going on right now. All right. If you're great at running leads, run the leads, run the ads. What we are seeing is that there's more traffic on social media today, and that's because a lot of people are getting asked to stay at home. Okay, so it's a great time to build a presence. And I want to say that about the ads, and this is another thing about our managed services that is different from every other company. I think every other company I've ever heard of. And there are a lot of people. There's Bold, there's Prime Seller, there's Home Value. There's a lot of companies that will run ads for you. And they say, yeah, give us this amount of money, and we're going to give you this many leads. They are not running those through your business pages. They are running those through their generic community pages. That's another problem for you, because Cheryl, you probably have a business page on Facebook. Scott has shown us a few times today that thousands of people are seeing the ads. So they would be seeing your ads that are sponsored by Cheryl, the Rockstar Realtor, whatever your business page is on Facebook. So you're building a brand by, consistent ad placement that we're doing, and you're capturing leads.
and you're capturing a lot of leads. This is not like other companies when they do these ads for you. Because other companies, if you're doing like prime seller home value, it does not going through your business page. It's going through their generic community pages, which is just a random lead capture, right? So I don't know. Let's see. Looks like Scott has stopped. He's probably asking me, Vince, what do you think? Any questions? So guys, let me see if I can send a message to Scott. Oh, wait. Okay. We cannot hear you at all. So guys, if there are any questions, let me know. Yeah, we're all looking at Granite Bay Homes together. On the current stream, test and need to sell. Brian, not quite sure what you're saying. Text and need to sell? Oh, that automatically happens in our videos. Sorry, Brian. So when we create the virtual tour for you, we put that text there. Well, if you're subscribed to our text, we're going to auto embed that. The need to sell before you go, we automatically add that. So if you're using our system, we always make a virtual tour. We put it up on Search All Properties. If you have your own Gmail account, that means you have your own YouTube account. You should connect that on your profile, and we'll send this virtual tour up to yours as well. Give me a second, guys. Will it go to all leads that I have in LA? No. Rita, you take our e-flyers. This is where we started the call. You put it in your CRM and you blast it out to everybody in your CRM. You're not blasting it out through Listings Leads. How do you connect my YouTube to my channel, to my profile? You go to your profile page, and on the bottom left is a tab that says YouTube connection. Click that. There's a button on there that'll take you, it'll open up YouTube. And I'm going to say goodbye, guys, because I don't know what Scott's doing. And he may just shut this thing off at some point. We will put this recording up on the call on the mastermind group. If you're not in the mastermind group, there's a button on the homepage in your account to get in it. I would definitely get in it. And otherwise, you can find me. I'm Vincent Meza in Lafayette, California, VP of Sales for Listings to Leads. I will drop you right in if you're a client. So are there other questions, guys? Because I imagine let's see here. I think you stopped. So I'm gonna make myself right. All right. So you guys should be able to hear me. Guys, we covered a lot today. I want to remind you, if you don't know this, let me see if I have it somewhere. Yeah. We are holding live classes. Hey, Scott, is that you?
Yeah, wait, who was talking the last half hour, you or me?
I was. Yeah, so I did a blow by blow, kind of like the sportscaster in the back while you were driving around there, and I think everybody held on. Give me 1 second.
I'm going to shut up and you go.
Okay. So everybody, I am sending you right now a link, which is to register. We are having live classes every day at 11 o'clock. I know you're getting inundated with Zoom videos and webinars from all kinds of people like us. We obviously have a lot of faith in what we're doing. Our clients are growing their business with what they're doing. And as we've shown you on the call, we're getting great results right now in this like kind of scary time. So invest your time with us, learn how to leverage our platform. It's working right now when things are kind of hairball, and it's going to be working awesome when we can all go out and get back to business. And this is just a great time to learn like what we're doing. Are there any other questions, guys? And I'm happy to answer any questions on any topic right now.
And while I'm waiting for those, I just want to thank everybody for the questions you gave us. Scott, thanks for getting in there and showing us some of that cool stuff. I knew what it was, so I was explaining what we're doing, what you were showing, and so I think they kind of understood what was happening. So I'm not seeing any questions. So again, thanks everybody. This call we're going to have up on the mastermind group today. So we'll see you soon. Get on, register for our more of our classes. We're pushing new technology. That's why you need to be in our mastermind group to be notified when this stuff is happening. Where's the sign up for the webinars? Okay, so I just sent it. If you look in your chat panel, I'll send it again. Maybe I made a mistake. I'm sending it to everybody right now. So if you look in your chat panel, Elena, no, we can't email you the video. You're gonna have to go. You actually, on this page where you can register, the videos will be there. They will be sort of record. The links will be right there. So on this page, if you save it, you'll be able to see what's going on. You'll be able to go back and see it. Otherwise, you can get on our mastermind group, which is once these are done, we're going to pop them up there. If we signed up for this webinar, you're registered for all of them. Yes, Brian, that's a good point. And we're also going to use this link. We're going to be doing this every day, I think, for the next at least 30 days. We're going to be doing classes on other topics. I know I'd like to do one on Canadian clients. We have a number of clients up there in Canada, and just to sort of explain it. But there are other topics to go over, and they will be added to this page, and you will be notified as they happen. I think that's it. Scott, you want to say hi?
I think I'm muted, so whatever. I'm good.
Okay, we can hear you. Yeah, so you can say goodbye. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Sorry I caused a little issue there with Vince, but thank you.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, stay with us. Learn everything we can. We just have a super powerful platform. I'm going to show you one last thing. And then I'm going to let you go. It's over in our mastermind group. And I always talk about this because, well, I'll tell you why. We had a call in early January with this guy named Dustin Fox, and you'll hear us talking about him a fair amount. And you're kind of just learning about this, right? Well, this guy, his office has a lot. They have this platform for their whole office, right? And all the agents have it. And I'm going to show you one last thing. I'm going to say goodbye. And this is just to hammer down why you need to be using this. This lady asked last summer, who here is getting more than 2 listings a month, strictly from listings to leads, right? And Dustin came in, a bunch of people chimed in, but Dustin said this. He said, we average 2 listings from each marketed listing, all from L2L tools. Mailers, open houses, Facebook ads. We're trying to get that to 3, above 3. So if you have listings and you want to get buyers and you want to get 2 or 3 more listings for every listing, use these tools we're talking about. I will also tell you this one last thing about Dustin. We had him on the call because of this and some other things he was saying and letting us know. This guy has been a client, he's been an agent for 4.5 years. As of January, when we did this call. His office has been using us for 2.5 years. He's been using us for 2.5 years. He went from 5 million in production to 20 million in production. And on the call in January, he said 80% of his business is coming from us. That was an incredible statement. And it's from a guy that consistently uses our tools. And I'll tell you one last thing and say thanks again so much. He puts 2 hours a week in our system. If you watch our calls that we're talking about, you're going to see what he's doing. So thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate your questions. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but the internet is a little bit weird these days. Stay in our mastermind group, stay on these calls, and we will be in touch. Take care.